baby. It's SB Panther, aka Shaka Black, aka Shaka Fuego, aka Shaka Flame, aka Shaka Beard, and Mafioso the Dun Dada coldest ninja breathing flames with a chopstick. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, man, I'm gonna come at y'all today with some real shit, man. Some real stuff. You know what I'm talking about? They say the truth is stranger than fiction. Do you hear me? All this talk about star citizens and Starfield and all these things, it just reminded me, like, man, it's a reason why I like this stuff so much, because I feel like, and I'm the type of dude to go to sleep to ancient aliens every night. Y'all might not know that, but that's a fun fact about me. Every night, ancient aliens, you feel me? So I want to just react to some stuff, that might, that's kind of just going to put your brain in a twister. We had a large asteroid called Oumuamua, or Oumuamua, however you say it, you know what I'm saying? Back a couple years ago, it flew through the solar system. It was the first, I don't know what they called it, the first outer planetary object that came in the solar system that was that big. It circled around the sun and it shot off or something like that. Can't remember the exact details. I know my people in the comments know what I'm talking about, so y'all get me right. So apparently it showed up again and it's sending signals to Earth. What asteroid sends signals to Earth? It's speculation that this is a extraterrestrial spacecraft, a huge mothership of some sort that came to look at us or came to see what Earth was doing. What y'all think, man? Let's get into it.
Is raising eyebrows across the country, especially among anyone interested in extraterrestrials.
Astronomers were excited to discover the interstellar
Shout out to all the UAPs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the UAPs.
object last year. It was named Oumuamua.
Oumuamua. Okay. That's the rocket. I mean, that's what the ship was shaped like. But that's not, man, listen. That's not what it really looked like. I'm pretty sure it looked like some of
humanity has had the impression that we're not alone in the universe. There may be forces and civilizations hiding out there in the vast galaxies.
Big facts.
So many events have happened over the years to strengthen this belief further. One such event is the appearance of Oumuamua. The strange, mysterious space object showed up.
Come on, bro. Y'all know damn well that shit ain't no big ass rock like that. Man, what that thing really look like, man? Come on, man. Can we get a Google satellite picture of this? Can we get some more, man? Come on, man. Is the UAPs coming from the Oumuamua? Come on, man. Can y'all give us some more sauce?
Mysteriously and then sped off to outer space.
Is it really swamp gas?
It's back and seems to be headed for Earth. Join us in this video as we demystify the mysterious Oumuamua space object and reveal.
Hey, let me give y'all some game. Demystify means disinformation. Let's make it seem like it's something it's not. Let's make it seem like it's something it's not. We're going to say it's an asteroid, but we already know it's something different because it keeps coming back.
Why it's so unique and controversial. Plus, we'll explore what might happen when this object finally makes contact with Earth.
What? Finally makes contact.
With our knowledge and technology so far, you would think that we should easily identify or classify any object spotted in space. But Oumuamua's story was different, a space object that has baffled scientists and astronomers. The name Oumuamua stands for a messenger from afar arriving first.
So why y'all calling it a messenger if it's just a rock? Come on, man.
This object came from deep space, or what we'd call interstellar space. Interstellar space is the space between stars beyond our solar system.
Right.
Occasionally, objects can creep into the Earth's solar system from interstellar space. But Oumuamua was a surprise visitor from interstellar space that confused us. The first thing about this object was its appearance. It had an elongated shape, like a sausage or hot dog, but...
Pause. You mean to tell me that we never explored outside of space with a vehicle other than a satellite, and y'all surprised by something that came out of space? Wow. I don't know if you've ever been in New Mexico or one of those cities where it's not a lot of what is it called, diffusion from the city lights. You'll see it's billions and billions of stars in the sky, man. If you could see the purity of the night sky, it's so many stars. It just makes me wonder, how is it that we're the only ones with life, and every star comes with a solar system. So if there's billions of stars, there has to be quasi billions of planets. Come on, man. Think about it.
Then
Mathematically, it doesn't make sense.
scientists thought it was an asteroid. However, asteroids are usually rounded or irregular and orbit the sun in our solar system. Oumuamua seemed to have a defined shape like a finely cut or designed object, but it didn't orbit our sun the way asteroids do.
It was
The
on
next
a
strange thing
planned
about
course.
Oumuamua was its behavior. You'd expect a space object to travel at regular speeds other space objects travel, right? Well, Oumuamua broke this space rule. Scientists realized it seemed to be traveling at its own unique speed.
Right.
This was what brought up the controversy that it could be a comet. Comets are icy bodies in space that develop tails made of volatile materials. These tails appear as the volatile materials vaporize off the comet's body due to the sun's immense heat.
Right.
If you've ever looked up at the night sky and seen a dashing ball of light speeding across the night sky,
That's a
you
comet.
most likely saw a comet. Comets travel at speeds different from asteroids or planetary bodies. They can reach
Hey, comets are super fast. They just shoot.
100,000 miles per hour, depending
Damn.
on their distance from the sun. The closer a comet gets to the sun, the faster. The object's remarkable speed made scientists think it was a comet, but then it lacked a critical feature of most comets, escaping tail gas. Oumuamua looked really strange because of its movement through space, which wasn't comet-like. Some researchers believed it was jetting out gas from its sunlit side, enabling it to get pushed about in space like a rocket. However, the problem with this theory was that it had no detectable escaping gas, and so no tail like you
It had no detectable escaping gas, but if we could detect something like that, don't you think we would have made something like that? Come on, man.
would see on a typical comet. If Oumuamua were indeed a comet, scientists would have found out even if it was an interstellar object. One such interstellar comet was discovered in 2019, the Comet 2I Borisov. It behaved like a rogue comet. This comet was the next interstellar trespasser after Oumuamua. Discovered in 2019,
As if we own the solar
scientists
system.
found out it was a massive comet with a tail 14 times the size of the Earth. Unlike Oumuamua, it has fragmented several
God
times over the
damn.
years. Seeing as Oumuamua turned out to be neither asteroid nor comet, there arose a new theory that this strange visitor was the fragment of an exoplanet. It suggested that an asteroid may have collided with an outer space planet, sending pieces of such a planet flying into space.
Or it was the ETs engaging in nuclear warfare and blew up the opposition's planet. Let's be real.
Oumuamua became a mystery from the first day it was spotted. The object was first spotted on October 19, 2017, using the Pan-STARRS Observatory in Hawaii. Pan-STARRS is an acronym for Panoramic Survey Telescope and Rapid Response System. It is a colossal telescope equipped with one of the world's largest digital cameras. It boasts a 1.4 billion pixels camera. This telescope was built to
Hey, somebody holler at them. I'm trying to shoot a music video.
identify space objects seen as potential threats to Earth. In other words, objects that could collide and cause damage upon impact. When astronomers manning this telescope spotted the strange object flashing through our solar system like a beacon, they concluded it was something they had never seen before, and so they named it Oumuamua. At first, they believed Oumuamua was just a sausage-shaped object tumbling through space.
Why sausage?
But its true form was revealed many days after it
You mean the first thing they thought of when they seen that shit was a big ass sausage? Pause. A big hard sausage object flying to penetrate Earth. Come on, man.
passed through our solar system. Oumuamua is measured to be 377 by 364 by 62 feet in dimensions. This proved that Oumuamua wasn't actually shaped like a cigar or sausage, but like a pancake. When
What I
Oumuamua
told
passed the
y'all.
closest point to the sun on September 9, 2017, it moved surprisingly
What else is
fast,
shaped like a
about
pancake?
196,000 miles per hour.
A flying saucer.
Moreover, it maneuvered around the sun in a way that made scientists conclude that this object wasn't just being carried by the gravitational force of space and had come from somewhere beyond our solar system. This is where the alien theory was born. Much controversy and panic set in as this information was shared with the science community and the public. The idea of a foreign object exploring our solar system was terrifying. Our sun had no influence
What happened to the Black Knight satellite? You ever heard of the Black Knight satellite? I think we got to bust open a can of worms on that one too.
On this unknown object as it darted past it in
Down
space.
the rabbit hole we go.
Not only was the propelling force seen from Oumuamua stronger than what scientists are used to seeing from comets or other planetary bodies, but it was also a continuous push, one that seemed deliberate. Then it appeared like the object was speeding up to escape the sun's heat and return to its home outside the solar system. Oumuamua's strange...
Let's be real. It was using the gravitational pull of the sun in order to gain more speed and save energy. Come on, man.
Strange acceleration made many believe it was an alien spacecraft. Some theories suggested it was an extraterrestrial probe, like our Voyager. But rather than being powered by fuels, Oumuamua may be powered by some unknown internal power source. No one knew where this object came from, and it was a dead end trying to discover how...
Hey, y'all want to know how they're gonna say a swamp gas because y'all observe this object, this huge object going in space, but yet all we got is CGI graphics of it. No real photos of the Oumuamua. No real photos, yet y'all know all this information about it. Who has the info? Come on, baby.
Old it was. Doing so would mean getting a live sample or a close-up view of the object. But Oumuamua was traveling at a speed that would make neither of these possible. It was traveling so fast that no telescope on Earth could get a clear enough image of it. This is why scientists initially thought it was cigar-shaped, only to find out later that it's pancake-shaped. And so, the alien spaceship theory spread and seemed to be the only viable explanation of this weird space phenomenon. Some researchers came to exotic conclusions to explain where this visitor came from and how it operated.
Mind you, these researchers are highly educated, so if they come up with something, it's not pulling up out their ass, it's pulling up off base of the scientific method.
One Harvard professor of astronomy named Avalab postulated that Oumuamua is an alien spacecraft powered by a light sail. This space propulsion method entails the use of the radiation given off by the sun. And
That's
so,
sick.
Avalab was suggesting that the object was being propelled by solar radiation, so as photons bounced off its surface, it generated energy for movement. However, this postulation had a few flaws. An object could only be propelled by solar radiation if it is tiny or light with a very low density. Also,
how do y'all know that? We have nothing, no technology that's powered by solar radiation.
So, it would need a large surface area to capture sufficient solar radiation for space propulsion. However, these arguments are based on our current level of scientific knowledge and tech abilities. Suppose we are dealing with a civilization far more advanced than ours. In that case, it's possible that solar radiation can power a spacecraft even when it's as big as Oumuamua.
Think about it. Solar radiation powers the Earth and life. Why couldn't it power a spacecraft? Man, use your head.
And has little or zero plates for absorbing radiation. This advanced civilization theory would also explain why the object is so undetectable. In fact, there are speculations that it could be using a cloaking mechanism, making it appear like a space rock. However, with all these facts, scientists are reluctant to admit that Oumuamua is an alien spacecraft, even though a well-renowned astronomer put
they're gonna get self-deletion.
Put forth this theory. And so other viable ideas have been put forth to explain what Oumuamua really is. One of the more accepted ones is that Oumuamua is a pancake-shaped piece of debris from an exoplanet like Neptune or Pluto. In 2021, 2 Arizona State researchers insisted in their published papers that the object was most likely a hydrogen iceberg. These
Hey, you know what's crazy to me? They know that the universe so-calledly was created by the Big Bang Theory, but y'all don't even know if it's a rock, if it's a bird, if it's a plane, if it's Superman. But we know that the universe was created by a Big Bang Theory. You see how some of this stuff doesn't add up, bro?
Astrophysicists from Arizona State University named Alan Jackson and Stephen Desch believed that some space object must have hit the planet Oumuamua originated from, and the violent collision sent the object steering toward our solar system some 400 to 500 million years ago. They clearly stated that the planet Oumuamua originated from was similar in nature and composition to Pluto. Their unique theory also seemed to explain Oumuamua's acceleration. According to these astrophysicists...
Wait a minute, is Pluto a planet or a moon? Y'all gotta figure this out, man, because y'all telling us it's not a planet, then y'all telling us it is a planet. Come on, bro.
The rocket effect of Oumuamua was caused by the rapid evaporation of nitrogen from the icy object. In other words, as nitrogen abruptly changed from solid to gas, it pushed the object forward, and because nitrogen is highly present in our solar system, this process must have gone undetected by telescopes. In summary, they postulated that Oumuamua was made from nitrogen ice. At the time, this theory made sense and seemed to end the Oumuamua mystery. But not long after, this nitrogen ice theory became invalid. It was kicked against by astrophysicists at Harvard University. According to these astrophysicists, there isn't enough nitrogen in the universe to make an object like Oumuamua. And besides, pure nitrogen has only been found in Pluto. And so, this nitrogen ice theory was termed preposterous. Right now, Oumuamua seems to be leaving our solar system, and scientists speculate it will enter interstellar space in the late 2030s. But there's still a fear, a phobia that Oumuamua may make another sudden maneuver and return to Earth once more. After all, it has once again popped up on the radar. Though it's currently a long way from Earth, given the strange behavior of this object and its weird orbiting, Oumuamua may return. It would have been better if we knew exactly what this object was and how to stop it. But sadly, it's proven to be a formidable space.
I'm gonna give y'all some tea, some interstellar tea. There's rumors that the Oumuamua spacecraft was really a blown-up slave ship, and that it got blown up by the opposing alien forces who didn't agree with the people who own this ship did. But you ain't get that from me.
Adversary with tremendous speed. Oumuamua's speed is 5.5 astronomical units per year. That's over 90,000 kilometers per hour. This is way faster than our fastest spacecraft. The fastest recorded speed of any manufactured spacecraft is 57,000 kilometers per hour. So there's no way to catch up with this space mystery object. It is faster than anything we've ever sent into space. Until we somehow push the boundaries of our space instruments and tech, we may not learn more things about Oumuamua. In 2017, Project Lyra, an initiative inspired by Oumuamua, was launched. Its sole goal was to find a way to launch a spacecraft that could travel fast enough to meet interstellar objects like Oumuamua and 2I/Borisov. This could be done by using an innovative light sail spacecraft that could potentially reach Oumuamua in the early 2040s. It's estimated that the Lyra project should launch a dedicated aircraft between 2030 and 2030.
If you want me to stay on the ship for 10 years, I need $2.5 million every 6 months. I'll do it.
Which will reach Oumuamua by 2047 or 2049. Realizing this dream is possible, as scientists have made significant improvements and innovations in spacecrafts. For instance, the LightSail 2, a remarkably small spacecraft, runs solely on solar radiation and has made 18,000 orbits around Earth, covering a distance of 8 million kilometers.
That's crazy.
This craft can send tiny probes quickly through space by bouncing high-powered lasers off its tiny sails. If further improvements are made to these such spacecrafts, in a few years, we may have something fast enough to reach
like something I would make.
But as it turns out, we may not need to bother traveling to Oumuamua after all, because it seems to be heading toward the Earth. Although scientists have revealed that Oumuamua is currently at the planet Neptune, there's still the fear that this object may return to Earth due to its strange orbiting style. If this happens, a lot of things can happen.
Neptune.
In case you think Oumuamua can't get to Earth after going so far, you're mistaken. Remember, till now, we don't know exactly what this object is or the full extent of its abilities. Earlier in this video, we mentioned how Oumuamua suddenly sped up when it got close to the Sun, about to exit our solar system. If indeed this object is an alien spaceship, then it may be able to travel at such tremendous speed constantly to get to Earth in the quickest time possible. And what happens then? Well, the first thing will be a massive impact. Collision of this space object.
Wait. Y'all don't even know what it is. How y'all gonna know what it's gonna do? If it's that advanced, what makes you think it wants to just kamikaze into the Earth? Obviously, it has bigger goals and aspirations than blowing up, because it would have been did that way back at Jupiter. You know what I'm saying?
Earth will cause massive destruction, landslides, mudslides, and so on. If Oumuamua is a spaceship, then we may have a space invasion problem on our hands. And
what we gonna do
knows
about
what
it?
Diseases, pathogens, or deadly viruses these aliens may bring with them. They may even be
We ain't gotta worry about that. We got enough of that here by ourselves.
civilizations with tech far more advanced than ours, like what you see in sci-fi movies. Now all this is just speculation, but we can't rule out these possibilities, as a renowned scientist firmly believed that Oumuamua was an alien ship. Then again, if it turns out to be just a space rock or fragment of a destroyed planet,
Swamp gas.
we'd only have to worry about cleaning up the mess after the collision or impact. What do you think? Is this
Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think. Is the earth flat? Is it a spaceship? Is it a rock? Is it swamp gas, man? One thing about me, I like to tie in sci-fi with reality, because they say the truth is stranger than fiction, you know. So when we go ahead and play these Star Wars, and we watch Star Wars and stuff like that, and we play Star Citizen, Starfield, and you know, other games such as that, you know, you got to think, where are these ideas coming from? Where are they getting this from? Star Trek, all that. Why is it that we watch movies and then see things that we seen in movies? Are we being programmed? What do you think, man? Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, dislike, describe, inscribe, subscribe. Do what you do, man. Let me know. Is Oumuamua a spacecraft, or is it a rock? Do you not believe in UAPs? Or do you not? You know, is it far-fetched, or is it critical thinking? Hey man, I'm just your friendly neighborhood scientist, homemade scientist, you know, homemade theologian, homemade philosophian, and all that, man. Y'all let me know. It's Shaka Bean and Mafioso, the done died, a coded scientist with a laboratory, aka SB Panther, aka Shaka Flame, aka Shaka Fuego, aka Dexter's Laboratory, man. Signing out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think.